Fish on, baby. Don't jump. Stay in the water. All right, fish on, baby. Right when I had turned it off and put it back on. Don't. Stay in the water. Don't you dare. Come on, baby. I need this fish, baby. I need this fish. Please. I need this fish. Hey guys, welcome back to KC Top Dogs Fishing Channel. I am here at the lake today. Got here a little bit later than expected with some unforeseen trouble, but we made it. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. Hopefully we slay some fish. Stay tuned. All right, so we made it to the spot. We had some success here last time. This was the first video that I mentioned where we lost the footage. Was at this particular lake, and so I'm hoping that today will bring us some luck and we can catch some fish again. I am starting with my St. Croix ultralight rod with a Sedona Van Ford 1000, and then as my I have 4-pound fluorocarbon line with a Panther Martin spinner and a little treat at the end. So I'm hoping that will entice the fish to bite. The water temp is 70 degrees. We're sitting at about 300 feet depth, so it's a pretty deep lake, but I do see some fish being marked around the 40-50 mark, which would be expected with the warm temp. So let's get out there and hopefully catch some fish. And I was trying to get here early in the morning as the sun was coming up, but as any fisherman would know, things happen, and so you got to kind of prepare for the worst and hope for the best. And so we did make it. It is a little bit later than what I wanted, but I'm hoping we could still entice the fish to bite, get a few bites, and then go ahead and make it a successful day. So stay tuned. This morning I obviously made a small mistake that can make me get here late, but it's not something that we can't fix and learn from. So won't go into too many details right now about the situation, but if I am able to get this video to 100 likes, I'll go ahead and disclose exactly what happened. Either 100 likes or down the road, if I'm able to get to 1,000 subscribers, I'll go ahead and go into details of the blunder that I made this morning. But again, we're here, so we're going to enjoy it. We're going to not think too much about the mistake, and let's just have a good time, enjoy the day on the water. So I am pretty excited to get on the boat today. Don't get to get out often, so anytime I can, I try to get the most out of it for sure. But let me know, you guys, leave in the comments if you guys ever ran into an issue where you had a perfect boating day planned, ran into a small issue, but you didn't let that stop you. And that's kind of where I'm at. I want to get out there and catch some fish, and small little detour isn't going to stop us. So let me know in the comments if you guys have ever ran into any issues, whether it was trailering your boat to the water, any kind of other issues that you guys care to explain. And then let me know how you guys overcame it in the comments, and if you guys were able to still get out there and slay the fish. Get out there and enjoy your day on the water. You can tell since the last time we were here too, the water has gone down about 20 feet. When we had launched here about a month and a half ago was when it was probably at its peak, at its highest level, and then you can tell with the lines on the rocks that the water depth has changed. So obviously the goal today is to catch fish, and if I'm able to bring in a landlocked couple, I definitely want to turn this into a catch and cook. But I do want to also experiment with a new tool that I had got for the boat. Currently I have the graph in the front of the boat because I do sit at the bow a lot when I'm fishing, especially when I have other people with me, and so it was nice to be able to set that up. But one of the ways of setting it up is I had to put the transducer to the trolling motor, which overall works pretty well. I get about 90-95% of what I need out of it. But the only challenge sometimes I run into is that when I have it in autopilot like I do now, I'm not able to get the best side scan because the trolling motor corrects itself to stay on its path. So I ended up investing in a little bar that goes over the bow of the boat that I'm able to set up on the I forgot what they call this, the VersaTrack on the boat. And so I actually want to see if I set that on there, if I'm able to get that to give me a slightly better side scan, because then at that point it would be a little more stable as it scans the water. I did purchase both the VersaTrack accessory, and I have the pole with the transducer on there as well. So if it does come down to it where we're not catching any fish, I'm hoping to still at least experiment with that, figure out what works good, what doesn't. I didn't set up the cord fully to tie to the pole, but I think for what we have right now, I'm just going to go ahead and test it out, and then I can go ahead and finalize the setup there. But excited to try that out and see if that gives me some advantage or disadvantage, and see what that gives me. All right, so again, I am using the the quarter ounce Thomas spinner with the gold and silver color, and I did add a mummy worm to the pink gold maggot, so maybe a little combo there might help out. I'm gonna go ahead and give that a shot. I can get my line untangled. Alright, let's see if we can get out there. And actually what I'm going to do is I may go ahead and add some scent just to up the chances slightly. Grab some scent that I brought. So I'm using Slam & Sam's tuna garlic gel. And I'd like to say God bless his family. I know he just passed a week ago, and it was definitely sad news. It was an unexpected passing, and he was definitely a legend out here, specifically known for kokanee fishing and salmon and along those lines. But it was definitely tragic to hear. I didn't honestly believe it when I first heard it, and just want to say God bless to his family and everyone who it affected, which I know affected a lot of people. So rest in peace. Alright, so as we work our way over to the other side of the area where I had started, I'm going to explore this side a little bit, see if we can get any action. And then what I may do is, if we don't get any kind of bites or anything saying that there are fish over here that I can get to bite, I may move to another one of my spots down to towards the other side of the lake here. Going way down across the other way, so that I can explore one of the spots that I've had success in the past. I think the next trip that I do is going to be on the kayak again. I found another smaller lake that I want to explore. It's not necessarily stocked with anything or known for even fish being caught there, but from what I read, it has some I don't know what they call it, but warm water species. So there may be a few bass in there and some bluegill. Shouldn't be as challenging to get the kayak up and down there. From what I was seeing with the one access to the public park, it looked to be relatively pretty straightforward to be able to launch and retrieve. All right, no luck here, so we're gonna go ahead and head to the second spot, maybe fish there another hour and then call it a day. So enjoy the ride. Alright, so right now it's about 1:40. Was able to go to the new spot. Had some success here, not a lot, but a little. And so I wasn't working at the last place I was at. It's been a pretty rough day today fishing, with everything going on both this morning and on the water. I'm just hoping I can get a fish in before we finish up. So I'm gonna fish this area maybe about an hour and a half, and then call it a day. So pretty windy over here, surprisingly. Usually this particular spot is blocked from a lot of the wind, but it looks like it's coming right into where the cove sits. So not a big deal. Maybe that's where we can get some luck with the water being blown in. I'm not marking anything at the moment, but I'm gonna go ahead and work my way back into the cove here and circle around this area, and then if I'm not able to, if I don't get any bites or anything like that, we'll probably call it a day. But stay tuned. Let's see if we can get a fish on, and let me know in the comments what your guys' go-to setup and lure is, especially in scenarios where you want to catch a fish so that you can get a skunk out of the day of fishing. Leave in comments. Last time we were here, we actually saw some beavers come up the surface, which was pretty cool. 2 or 3 of them right at the end there, where that little cove area kind of hides back there. We were seeing a lot of fish and got a couple follows, but didn't get a bite last time we were here. Excuse me. Which then that's when we determined to go ahead and try the spot we just left from today. And that was where we had more success. But I'm gonna see if we can get kind of a midday bite. The only thing I'm marking here is one fish all the way at the bottom. We're at about 70 feet of water. This particular water is actually a little bit warmer. We're at 73 degrees versus the 70 that we were at earlier. I don't know exactly why that's the difference, but this lake is pretty big, so it could be a plethora of reasons. I'll stick with this lure maybe another 10-15 minutes and then switch to one last one. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to stick to the spinners or try something different. Oh, might have a fish. Nope, came off. I think I had a fish or I was snagged. There's a lot of structure over here, so. But it's usually where I have the best success. think with the red wiggler worm on there, I might be able to get a fish who usually won't chase a spinner to go ahead and take a swipe at it. I have a feeling there's some smallmouths hanging out around here. I'm not really getting in the spot where I want to be. And that's right next to those tree stumps. Kind of forming a little short on my cast. But we're gonna play it, see if we can catch a fish. If we don't catch anything, I'm still happy with the day. We got to get out on the water. Got to explore a new spot here on the lake that I've yet to try. I did have some promise there, but we're kind of entering the dog days of fishing with it being so warm. We've had pretty warm weather here. So could just be one of those days where I wasn't able to track them down or get them to bite with what I was putting in their face. But I'm not gonna give up hope. We got another hour or so. I'm gonna fish it till I can't no more, and then head on home so that I could take care of what I need to take care of today. But either way, I'm gonna put a video out just because I follow someone on YouTube who does the same thing. He, you know, no matter if he catches a fish or not, he likes to put the video out, and I actually respect him like that, because that then shows the true aspect of fishing. You're not always going to catch fish when you go out, but if you're getting out on the water, enjoying yourselves and learning, I think that's a success. As much as we would like to catch fish every time, it's not always going to be the case. And I want it to be realistic and not just every time you go out, you know, or every time I put out a video, it's when I'm catching fish. Because that's just not realistic in my opinion when it comes to fishing. Looking pretty quiet right now. I'm gonna work my way around this circle area here, and then I may explore maybe the other side. I see some shade spots that might serve us well with it being warmer, and so then that way we, even if we don't catch anything, I was able to explore 2 new spots on this lake, which is a huge lake again, like I mentioned. And so it's something that you learn and figure out, you know, okay, well, this could be a potential spot down the road. This is probably this is my favorite lake. This is the one I've been to the most. Now that I got the YouTube channel up and going and feeling more comfortable with the boat, I'm gonna definitely be exploring all kind of different lakes around the area. But this one will always have a special place in my heart, just because it was my home lake that I first took the boat out and had my first boat experience with. And it's relatively close to where I stay, so. All right, so now that I got kind of into some open water where I was able to feel comfortable to take a step back, I went ahead and I told you guys I was going to show you an option I was looking at. And so I got this pole here from Brocraft where you're able to drop it down the side of the boat there. If you guys can see, I don't know if I can get a good image, but the transducer is down in the water and I'm able to turn as need be. But and I know something like that would be good for like live imaging and stuff like that. But for this particular purpose, what I was interested in was to see if it would give me some decent side scan as the trolling motor was keeping me on autopilot going north. And so I'll be curious to see. We're going to test this out the rest of the day. I am still marking some fish. We will have to see if I have to adjust the settings or if it automatically keeps the settings. I'm sure the settings are tied into the fish finder and not the particular transducer. But I'm just curious to see kind of what kind of advantage I might have having it be where it's going to be somewhat stationary with the boat rather than turning with the head of the motor every time the motor adjusts to keep me on autopilot. And so I may need to play with it a little bit, drop it down a little bit, maybe to get a little bit lower from the boat. Not quite sure how it's going to work out, but this will give me at least a nice opportunity to explore and see if this works. And if it does, then it could be something I can run with as we go forward as an option for me, rather than having to use the transducer on the trolling motor, which again doesn't necessarily, it gives me mostly everything I need. It's just I do notice sometimes when I'm trying to read the side scan and autopilot at the same time, has potential issues of it moves, and so it doesn't give me the best image with the side scan. This one seems to be pretty decent, but we are at 198 feet, so I'm going to go ahead and work my way to the other side of the lake here, and then see if at that point if we get some good side imaging, which will then allow me to know that okay, this will be a setup I could use going forward. So stay tuned. Alright, so as I've gotten closer to the shoreline with the settings how I have it, side imaging is coming out fantastic. So it's definitely good news to know that I have that option. I'm probably going to leave the transducer on the trolling motor just to have as an option, if I don't want to necessarily bring the pole out to mount against the side of the bow here. But it's definitely nice to have an option there where I can possibly get a little bit better side imaging for what I need, with being able to see as the motor stays on autopilot. So very, very nice. There's definitely good news. So we're about 35 feet. I've kind of gotten to the spot where I want to go, so I'm going to work my way down the bank here. This is where some of the shaded area was at. The sun is going to go probably behind these trees here pretty shortly, so I may, depending on what time it is, I may stay and wait for that sun to work behind there to see if we get any action after the sun goes away. See if the fish come out to eat. Like I said, I wanted to get out here early morning to try to get the early morning bite, but maybe I can get the late afternoon bite. That sometimes happens as well. So stay tuned. I'm going to go ahead and work my way down this bank here, maybe back and forth a few times if the wind allows me, and if I catch something, you guys will definitely see it. I got a fish, baby. Fish on, baby. Yeah. All right, let's get him in. No, don't jump. Got off. Damn it. All right, get back in there. All right. Dang it. I knew I had something. I knew it. And I was trying to get the net. Dang it. All right, I'm in the juice. I'm in the juice now. I thought I had something the first time too. Now we know. This fish over here, dude. All right, we're gonna have to, oh man, that was just a little small one, but I would have took it. All right, let's get baited back up. We're gonna put another worm, and let's get back out there. All right, we're baited back up. Now that I know that there's fish here, we're gonna get that one. Rebait it, let's get back out there. I switched to a black and white or black and silver spinner, but this is definitely where it's at. This is definitely where it's at. I had it too. I should have just brought him in. I should have just brought him in. I don't even think I needed the net, but we're gonna get him. All right, we're gonna circle back around. Looks like the boat's doing its own thing, trying to get me in the spot. All right, we're gonna get a fish. I had a feeling. I had a feeling over here. I had a feeling. I'm gonna go the other way so we can stay against the current. Come on, fish, come back and play. Come back and play. All right, we're back. Let's get over there. I know there's fish over there. Man, sorry, we're gonna get it. I might have let it sink a little bit just because I was playing with the trolling motor. All right, we're gonna get it. Stick our time. Take our time. We're gonna get that bite. So that must have been the second bite I got, because the first bite I thought it was a bite, but then I was like, well, maybe I got snagged. That one was for sure a fish. Jumped out the water twice. Same thing happened last time I was here. I lost a big one because I let it jump, and I got too excited and trying to get the net and totally dropped the ball on that one. But I'm not giving up. I'm not gonna give up. That's what gets my adrenaline going. And I asked the question earlier, but my go-to bait is the spinner, obviously. That's what I go to. Add a little worm or some kind of treat at the end. That's what usually, that's my confidence bait. If I get one fish, I'm happy. Come on, come back and play. Might have lost my opportunity there. And I had a feeling it was kind of small too. I should have just brought it in and boat flipped it. So trying to play with the net. Heavier lure did help though. I ended up switching, like I said, to that black and silver spinner there that I have. It's actually the Hawkeye spinner or something like that. I'll have to take a look and get you guys the name. But it's, I believe it's a 1/4 ounce, which has really been kind of what the go-to here at this deeper water. We're getting nothing, but maybe we'll hit this little area here. I see a little structure and possibly just slightly deeper water. I do think once the sun goes over the trees there, we might get a little bit of late action. So now that I got that bite, I may stay here another hour. I'm telling you, if I get one fish, I'm happy. Might be able to call it a day after I get one. I just want to get one fish. I don't care what species. Fish on, baby. Don't jump. Stay in the water. All right, fish on, baby. Right when I had turned it off and put it back on. Don't. Stay in the water. Don't you dare. Come on, baby. I need this fish, baby. I need this fish. Please. I need this fish. It's okay. Calm down, buddy. Come on, I need this fish. Please. Please, I'm begging you, please. I feel it. Come on. Don't jump. Stay in the water. There you go. It might be a decent size too. Come here. Don't you jump. Keep coming. All right. It's okay. Stay. I got him. Come on. Don't you jump. Stay in the water. Fish on, baby! Yeah! Woo! Yes! I needed that. Smallmouth, baby! Oh, barely hooked too. Oh my goodness. No. Don't you dare. Fish on, baby! Woo! All day. Took all day to get you. Hold on. I'm gonna let you go, man. Calm down. Fish on, baby! Woo! Smallmouth, baby! Oh man, it feels so good, finally. Fish on, baby! Woo! It took all day to get this. I don't care what size you are. Mwah! Thank you. Woo! Your teeth are sharp. Thank you. Woo! Baby! Yeah! You have no idea how good that feels. No idea. Thank you, little man. I would keep you and cook you, but you know what? You made my day, man. so I'm gonna let you go. Woo! Fish on, baby! Woo! Smallmouth. Yeah, you have no idea, man, no idea. All right, we'll get one more nice little image of him. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that, man. One more kiss. Mwah! Woo! All right, let's make sure I don't crash into nothing. All right, buddy, see you later. Yeah! Yeah! All right, man. Make sure I don't crash into nothing. Fish on, baby! Woo! Woo! That feels so good. That feels so good. Yeah! Been trying all day for a fish, man. Woo-hoo! Pays off. Determination pays off, baby. All right. I'm gonna try to circle around, clear from us the shallow water, and I'm gonna go back in there. Maybe we get one more before the end of the day. Yeah! I knew it. I knew it. By the rocks, baby. By the rocks. Where the shades at? I knew it. Something told me come over here, get that last spot done. And you know what? If I don't catch another fish, I don't care, because I did it. I just wanted one in the boat, baby, just one. No idea. I've caught in bigger fish, I've caught in a lot of fish, but that's gotta be the sweetest fish I've ever caught right there. Just with everything I had to go through this morning, the struggle of being out here all day trying to catch fish, not getting even a bite. But you know what? That's part of fishing, baby. Determination. You stay out there, you keep at it. And that's life altogether. You keep at it. Things aren't gonna always go your way, but you keep at it, you keep strong, you keep faithful, and it's gonna come to you. Hard work and determination, baby. I'm so happy. That's all I wanted was that one fish. I'm sure you guys could tell, just me talking through it. I did not want to lose that fish. I was gonna handle that fish whatever it took. I was gonna take my time, which I did. I kept him in the water, even though he tried to jump. He didn't really try to jump like the trout did, but I had a feeling, and I don't know if it was a trout. It could have been a landlocked coho. It could have been a smallmouth bass. But man, right there, that's why I love fishing. Right there, that determination, man. That all that stuff I went through this morning. Again, you guys want to hear what happened? Like my video, subscribe. If I get to 100 likes in this video, or at any point in my YouTube career, if I get to 1,000 subscribers, you guys will hear the full story of what happened this morning. Let's just say it was not good. It was not good. But it could have been worse. And you know what? It don't get no better than this right now, baby. Woo! I'm all here by myself. Ain't not a boat in sight. Ain't not a boat in sight. But you know what? That right there, man. That right there makes it worthwhile. All right, guys, we're headed back. So hold on and enjoy the ride. All right, so we ended the day with a fish in the boat. It did start a little bit rough, but at the end of the day we were able to persevere, get out there, be successful, and catch a fish at the end. As you can tell, I was extremely excited. I wanted to make sure that with everything that went on today that I was able to end on a high note. So it was definitely important to me to catch a fish, and we did. So that was fantastic. Join me next time for the great adventures that are going to be coming up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, comment with any new adventures that you want to see, and we'll see you next time. Have a great day.